Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in. This is our black and white Tegus Savage. This is the first time we ever fed him a little fuzzy or a hopper, so he's a little hesitant, like, what is this? But as you can see, he was pretty hungry. We had been feeding him some cat food, crickets. Uh, Due to the bark there in his enclosure, I wasn't putting any super worms because they'll easily get lost there. Even though these guys are pretty good diggers and they probably would have found something moving around underneath all that bark. But as you can see, rats is probably their favorite meal right now, and he needs the protein to grow. So we ended up getting this guy from a friend of mine, where he actually runs them over, or sometimes run into them in his yard when he's doing yard work. So he was able to corner this one and gave me a call, and I have him here secured in that tank, and he's doing okay. He's actually pretty tame because he's a baby, and hopefully, as he gets older, he'll be tame and he'll just be a normal household pet. I also have some older ones which I've had over 2 years, and we'll take a look at those eating now. So as you can see with this guy, he wasted no time in killing this rat pup. He's the most aggressive one I have here, and he's the first one I ever had. Um, he's always fighting for food, so I ended up making this enclosure and separating him. You can tell in his mouth probably he has a little bit of a damage from fighting with the other ones for food. So I figured I'd make him his own place. He is a picky eater though, as you can see with this rat pup. Instead of swallowing it because of the pieces of bark, he ended up, biting it and trying to accommodate it and get rid of the splinters. But I'm gonna cut this video short. He ended up eating the whole thing, but it's just it took him a while, to clean it up and eat it. On to the next ones.
Can you enjoy this?
Last but not least, here we have Lalo and Lola. I believe that's the name my wife gave them. They're just takers to me. They wasted no time in eating the rats. By the time we were able to record, there you go, that's what's left. And him, you know, at least now that it's easier to manage. And that's why we separated them from the other one. And there's an egg, and you'll see how fast that egg disappears. It wasn't a chicken egg. It was one of my pigeon eggs that I didn't want to hatch. And then her, I have a pheasant, so I threw her a pheasant egg. And if you look closely, you can still see the rat tail on the side of her mouth. And look at her trying to nuzzle the egg in while still having that piece of rat tail. So then there, my wife keeps this pole there to give her a chance because he likes to bully the smaller one from eating the egg. So we just hold him back, and he's a pretty cool guy. He's the fatty, as you can see, with his big cheeks, and this smaller one here, I believe it's a female, but we ended up separating the most aggressive one so they could have a chance to eat in peace. And that enclosure is kind of tight for three of them, full grown. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This was just, we got some rats and figured we record them. I'm here arguing with the wife about breaking the egg. A lot of it went to waste. But thank you guys for tuning in. Feel free to subscribe for any animal videos. I got pigeons, lizards, snakes now, and all types of little critters. I'll be making some other videos shortly. Thank you guys.